My name is Jamie Loizou. I look after the sales and marketing here for AmaWaterways in the UK. Thank you for sparing the time. AmaWaterways are leading the way in river cruising. We feel that we're a very innovative brand. I know that some of you may have had the opportunity to cruise with us. I know that some of you may have the opportunity to see the ships next week, in fact, as we are at the Travel Network Group conference where we have 3 ships in. So if any of you are going to be at that conference, I'd be delighted to speak with you. It would be great to meet with you as well, because myself and John and Joe from our sales team will be out there, as well as Stuart, our managing director. So I'll just kick things off. Firstly, where do we go? So we have the largest luxury fleet that operates in Europe. So we operate on the Douro in Portugal. We operate 3 French waterways. So that's the Rhone, that is the Burgundy region, as well as the Seine. We offer tulip time cruises around Holland and Belgium, as well as the Rhine and the Danube, the Main and the Moselle as well. So with the Danube, we do the upper and the lower Danube. So we have a vast array of itineraries in Europe. Sorry about that. I think I lost you there. But hopefully you can hear me now. I know Andrew is typing. Hopefully he's going to type to say he can hear me. Perfect. Thanks, Andrew. I appreciate that. Sorry about that. The connection went down. So we operate the upper and the lower Danube. So we have approximately 25 itineraries, different itineraries that operate across Europe. We also have an Africa program and a Vietnam and Cambodia program, and I'll go on to talk to you about those a little later. First, so one of the reasons why I love cruising generally is it's a great way to travel. I have ocean cruised in the past, but there is something fantastic about river cruising, and I think this next slide sums it up. Oceans take you to countries, but rivers take you through them. You will be dropped in the heart of the destination. You will cruise through the heart of the destination. There is always something to see, and we take our guests to beautiful towns, amazing cities, and through some fantastic scenery. Just a quick overview on who AmaWaterways are. We are family owned. We are owned by Rudy Schreiner, Christine Cast, and Gary Murphy. They are based in the US. That's where our head of office is. They are involved in the business 24/7, and what that means is that we have a direct line into them. So we are very agile here in the UK. We are able to support you in the way that you need to be supported because of the time and investment that our owners put into the business. They're wonderful people to work for, and they've created a fantastic brand. But you're probably more interested in who the UK team are. So this is a nice picture, just a summary picture there of the UK team. We are based in Guildford. There are 13 of us office-based. We have a couple on the road as well. So John Knight, who looks after the south, and Joe Smithies, who looks after the north, as well as myself. We have our commercial sales, reservations, and finance teams based in the UK. So AmaWaterways has the highest rated fleet in Europe as per the Berlitz Guide. There were 320 ships reviewed. AmaWaterways ships occupy 6 of the top 10 spots and each of the top 3 spots. And the picture that you can see there is a picture of Ama Christina, which is the highest rated ship in Europe. We're very proud of this fact. It's an independent guide, and it really is an endorsement of the quality of the AmaWaterways product. And Berlitz look at things such as food, such as the quality of the hardware of the ship, the itineraries, the shore excursions. So we perform particularly well. As I mentioned, we have the largest luxury fleet operating in Europe. We actually have a fleet of 23 ships in Europe. We have a ship that we use on the Mekong called the Amadara, and a ship called the Zambezi Queen, which operates on the Chobe in Africa. So who are our guests? Well, the AmaWaterways guests are luxury ocean cruisers. They are more active. So we're looking at a 55 plus demographic rather than maybe an older demographic, which historically has been the case for river cruising. They love their food and their wine, and I'll go on to speak to you about just how well we offer, how well we cater for fantastic cuisine and wine as well. And they are also culture and history enthusiasts. AmaWaterways guests travel with AmaWaterways so they can see the destination, so they can sample the destination in the way that they want to, in a very personalised way. They don't just cruise with us to sit on the ship and drift from place to place. However, if they want to do that, they absolutely can do that too. Our three big points of distinction, I would say, are our innovative ship design, the quality of our cuisine, and our active discovery shore excursion program. I will go on to speak about all of these things in a little bit more detail. So firstly, our innovative ship design. We were the first river cruise line to introduce the revolutionary twin balcony stateroom concept. So 90% of our accommodation on our new ships is twin balcony. So you'll see on the left-hand side, there is an outside balcony. On the right-hand side, there is a Juliet balcony. This is great for a variety of reasons. Firstly, it throws in a significant amount of light, so you feel very connected to the destination that you're in. It's also great because our cruises operate from March through to January on some of our itineraries. So when the weather is nice and hot, you can be outside and you can enjoy the scenery as it drifts by. But maybe when the weather is a little bit cooler, you might want to stay inside, but you're still able to get wonderful views. So it's very versatile. Our new ships offer a sun deck pool, which has a swim up bar. Again, that's great for those warm summer days, but it's also heated. So I have been on Christmas markets cruises where I've seen people in the pool as well. We were the first river cruise line to introduce bicycles on board. Again, that just reinforces the innovation that AmaWaterways has. Lots of people in our space saw the fact that we had bicycles on board, thought that was a great idea, and have also introduced bicycles. So that's very flattering for us. We're also the first river cruise line to introduce complimentary high-speed Wi-Fi. It's very important for us that our guests stay connected, especially in the digital age with social media. We have an app on board now for our guests, which enables them to share their photos, which gives them the daily program online, which has a GPS tracker on the ship. So the fact that we have complimentary high-speed Wi-Fi is very, very important. We actually spend more on Wi-Fi than we do on fuel. So that really does go to show just how important we feel Wi-Fi is and ensuring that our guests are connected. Next for us, very important, is our cuisine. So we are a member of Le Champ de Rosseteur, which is a French gastronomic society. It's a by invitation only society. So that is testament to the quality of our food. We have a choice of fine dining, so you can dine in our main dining room. This is the main dining room on Ama Cristina. We serve breakfast, lunch and dinner in the main dining room, and breakfast and lunch can be buffet style or a la carte. It's entirely up to you. Dinner is always a la carte. The nice thing is we have a variety of different seating arrangements, so tables for 2, for 4, for 6, for 8. We also have a couple of wonderful private wine rooms as well, which seat 10 people. It's very important for us that we have a variety of different options for our guests. We also have the Chef's Table speciality restaurant, which serves a 6-course tasting menu with matched wines. This is a bit more of a gastronomic experience. The lovely thing about the Chef's Table restaurant is that you can also see the chefs preparing each course in the galley there, which is just in the background. So it's a bit of theatre for you. It's completely complimentary, so it's included within the cruise fare. And we have the same menu that operates throughout the cruise. And what that does is it gives every single guest the opportunity to dine in the Chef's Table at least once. And it's simply a case of booking the Chef's Table when you get on board the ship. We offer over 60 wine cruises every year throughout Europe. So wine cruises on the Douro, throughout our French itineraries, also on the Rhine and the Danube. The wine cruises operate exactly the same itineraries, but they just have a few enhancements. So we have a wine host that's on board that will conduct tastings and lectures. We have some additional wine pairings with dinner. We actually have a stateroom that we take out of service, and that's just full of wine glasses to make sure that we're serving the correct wine in the correct glasses. That's very, very important for us also. We also have some enhanced shore excursions whereby we will take our guests to local vineyards to meet local producers and have additional wine tasting. So it's a really great option for those guests who are real foodies and very much into their wine. Our active discovery program is something that we're very, very proud of. Our guests, as I mentioned, are 55 plus. They are a little bit more active. So if you do have guests who enjoy cycling, who go to the gym, who maybe do Zumba, who do Pilates, AmaWaterways does offer great options for those more active guests. So we have hiking and biking tours. As I mentioned, we have a fleet of bikes on board, and we operate several different biking tours throughout each cruise. So that may be, for instance, in Rudolph on the Rhine, we would take guests off and cycle down the towpath, and then take our guests into through the local towns and into the vineyards for them to see the destination from a slightly different perspective. Our biking tours operate with approximately 25 guests and two guides as well, so a guide and a mechanic who will be there to escort the guests. They will operate with a maximum of 25, but they will also operate with just one guest as well. So I've been on a cycling excursion through Strasbourg, and there were just two of us. So they will run regardless. So they're obviously very, very popular in the summer when the sun is shining, slightly less popular at the beginning and the end of the seasons, but they always run, and that's really important. And if guests don't want to do one of our organised biking tours, they also have the option to take the bikes off and explore independently as well. We also operate hiking tours. Again, they're aimed at our guests who are 55 plus. So hiking is it's a brisk walk. It tends to be to a vantage point where you can get a wonderful view over the river and of the local town. So again, aimed at our audience. So you don't need to pack crampons and climbing gear, but it's a nice way to burn off the calories that you would have eaten the night before at dinner. We offer a choice of shore excursions in each port of call that we visit, and up to 4 complimentary shore excursions. That is, as I said, complimentary included within the fare. We feel it's very, very important to give our guests a personalised experience, both on the ship and off the ship. When we offer our walking tours, we also operate a gentle, a medium and a quicker paced tour as well, just to make sure that we are catering for all requirements. For this year, across our European fleet, on each of our ships, with the exception of the Douro, actually, we have introduced a wellness host. They are there to enhance our already active program. So they will be there to run informal Pilates classes, yoga classes, stretch resistant band training, lectures on mindfulness and healthy eating. It's completely up to you as to whether you would join those. As I say, it's flexible, and it's something that our guests can either do or not do, and they can dip in and out of that program as they see fit. We don't publish the program in advance because it's very much catered to the guests that are on board. So our wellness hosts will speak to our guests and see what it is that they want, and then they will tailor their program accordingly. It's a wonderful program, and it's proved to be very popular. In the summer months, we do, for instance, stretch resistant band training on deck early in the morning before breakfast. We might do some light yoga after lunch. It's a really fantastic program. Each of our ships has a fitness room on board as well, which is important for our more active guests. So what does a day in the life on AmaWaterways look like? Well, Firstly, you may wake up in your twin balcony stateroom before going for breakfast. We serve breakfast in the main dining room. As I said, that's a la carte or buffet style. We also will serve an early risers breakfast in the main lounge, as well as a late risers breakfast in the main lounge as well. So for those guests that want to have a bit of a lie-in, that's absolutely something that they can do. After breakfast, generally our guests will embark on one of our shore excursions. As I said, we have up to 4 shore excursions in each port of call, completely complimentary, included within the fare. It may be a cycling tour, or it may be a city walking tour, and that would tend to last for 2 to 3 hours in the morning before we would re-embark the ship, and generally that would be before lunchtime. And obviously, being on a cruise, there's some more food. So as I said, lunch is a la carte or buffet style. We have unlimited local wine and beer and soft drinks with lunch. So guests can enjoy a hearty meal and a glass of wine. Generally during lunchtime, we will tend to move to a second destination, which gives you a chance to sleep off some of the wine that you may have drunk at lunchtime, have a stroll around deck, read a book, or just relax in the main lounge as we cruise to our next destination. So once we arrive, generally there'd be afternoon excursions, again, a choice, or you can relax on board. The beautiful thing about AmaWaterways is that it's completely up to our guests as to whether they do the shore excursions, which shore excursions they do. If you book a shore excursion the night before and then on the day you want to change, we can generally accommodate that. So it's a very flexible and relaxed atmosphere on board. You know, you are welcome to stay on board the ship and just unwind and relax. After all, you know, it's your client's holiday. That's the important thing. So after the afternoon shore excursion, guests would get back on board the ship, and around an hour before dinner, we have our sip and sail cocktail hour. So here we'll be offering wine, beer, soft drinks and cocktails for our guests with canapes. Again, that's with our compliments, and that's before dinner. And again, we have a choice of dining venues. So possibly the evening will be the evening that your clients will have decided that they want to dine in the chef's table. You'll see the chef's table restaurant there on the right-hand side. Beautiful 180-degree panoramic views out of the back of the ship. So more often than not, whichever destination you're in, you'll have the best view of that destination from the water. Alternatively, you might choose to dine in the main dining room. Again, we have unlimited local wine and beer and soft drinks throughout dinner. And there will be a wide variety of items on the menu. It's generally local specialities and European favorites. So there'll always be steak, there'll always be fish, there'll always be vegetarian options, as well as beef bourguignon if you're in France, for instance, or goulash if you're in Hungary. So it's a very wide-ranging and varied menu. We also cater very well for dietary requirements. So those guests that are gluten-free, for instance, who are sugar-free, we do have that within our menus as well. We have healthy options with every single meal as well. So it's very important that we cater for a whole variety of different dietary requirements. So after dinner, we have entertainment in the lounge, or also the option to explore ashore. So the entertainment that we have is it's pretty low key, but it's good quality. So quality rather than quantity. So it may be a string quartet, it may be a local singer, and invariably that would be from 8:45 to 9 o'clock for half an hour to 45 minutes in the main lounge. Our itineraries are structured, so more often than not, we are in port quite late, or maybe even overnight. So that does give your clients the opportunity to go ashore and explore the destination that they are visiting. After all, the option to go ashore when you're in Lyon and go to a local bar and have the local wine is, it's a nice option to have for those guests who want to do a little bit of additional exploration. If you want to stay on board the ship and enjoy the lounge and have a few drinks there, you absolutely can do as well. And you know what? Some nights you just want to kick back and relax and settle into the stateroom. Maybe have a night where you watch a movie or watch TV. So we do have our infotainment systems, which are linked to TV on demand. So that might be box sets, it may be Hollywood movies, but that's a great option as well if you just want to relax on an evening. So that's what an average day on board AmaWaterways looks like in Europe. We also have our exotics collection. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that. I'm very conscious that time is ticking away, but we do have a wonderful ship in Asia. So this is the Amadara. Our ships in Europe take anywhere between 102 guests and 164 guests, with the exception of one ship that I'll talk to you about very shortly. Our Mekong ship, the Amadara, takes 124 guests. In some respects, she's very, very similar to our European fleet. So you can see there the twin balcony concept, although obviously she's got this rich wood effect, which is very reminiscent of being in Asia. So we want to kind of remind people at every opportunity that they are in Asia, which is a wonderful, wonderful destination. All of our accommodation on board the Amadara is twin balcony. You'll also see here the dining room on the left and the pool there on the right, the sun deck. We operate immersive shore excursions, so it may be that we will do a blessing at a monastery. This is in Udang, where we take our guests for a morning excursion. It's such a wonderful and rich and varied itinerary, and the beautiful thing about our Mekong cruise is that you can combine a 7-night cruise with pre and post cruise land stays, and we have all the details on our website and also in our brochure as well. But you can have anything from a 7-night itinerary all the way up to a 15-night itinerary, visiting Angkor Wat and Halong Bay and Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. So a very, very popular itinerary for those people that want to see as much of Southeast Asia, but maybe only have a couple of weeks. We also have our cruise on the Chobe, which is on the Zambezi Queen. She takes 28 guests, a very different style. We combine all of the Zambezi Queen cruises, which are a 4-night cruise with 2 nights in Victoria Falls. Again, it's immersive shore excursions from these little tender boats where we will go and see the local wildlife. With around our kind of 6-night core itinerary, we build a whole variety of different options. So it might be 3 nights in Cape Town, it might be the Roberts Rail, it might be a 7-night safari in Tanzania. Again, all of those details are within our brochure. So what's new for this year? Well, excitingly, we have a brand new ship. Well, we have 3 new ships, but in particular, the Ama Magna. She actually will take 196 guests. And you may be thinking, wow, that's a lot of additional guests to put onto a river cruise ship. But actually, this ship is double the size of our regular fleet. So with that information, you might just get a sense of just how much space there is going to be on Ama Magna. She's, as I said, she's a double width ship. She has 4 dining venues. So double the number of dining venues. She has a huge health and wellness studio. She also has suites ranging from 355 square feet all the way up to 710 square feet. That 710 square feet, the owner's suite, is the largest suite that there is on the rivers. She also has an open water sports platform from which we have a sundowner vessel which will take people off on shore excursions as well. Having seen the ship earlier this year, she wasn't quite completed, but she certainly will be for when she launches in May. She is a beautiful, beautiful vessel. And certainly I feel that she overcomes a lot of the barriers that ocean cruisers maybe have had to getting into river cruise. So she has huge suites. She has, a choice of dining. And for those guests that maybe have cruised on luxury ocean cruising, the likes of maybe Regent, the likes of maybe Seabourn and Silversea, who have potentially discounted doing river cruising up until this point, the Ama Magna is a fantastic stepping stone into river cruising for those luxury ocean cruises. And we do currently have running till the end of the month a very special promotion on AmaMagna, whereby we are offering free flights for guests booking into staterooms and free business class flights for guests booking into suites for dates in 2019 and 2020. Again, we feel that that's a really good way, certainly the business class flights, to entice in your guests who have maybe cruised on luxury and ultra luxury ocean cruising. She is operating on the Danube between Wilshofen and Budapest on 7-night itineraries throughout the season. And for next year, she actually is operating on the lower Danube from Budapest all the way down to Giurgiu in Romania. Current promotions that we do have is that we have 25% off of selected voyages for 2019. Again, as I mentioned, we have our free business class flights on AmaMagna for all suite bookings. We have early booking savings and 25% single supplements on selected voyages. They're capacity controlled, so it's definitely worth giving the sales team, the reservations team here, a call if you have any solo guests and you're looking for a itinerary which has lower single supplements. For next year, we have launched a fly for free to Europe, which is free flights and overseas transfers on all 2020 Europe cruises. We also have an early booking savings on the Mekong, as well as the 25% single supplements, which is capacity controlled, as I mentioned. We have our travel agent portal, which enables 24/7 access to our online booking engine, which enables you to go on and check the latest pricing, latest availability, and hold options. So for those of you who are working outside of our own opening hours here, which are 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 10 until 4 on Saturday, maybe if you work from home or if you've got later opening hours, that enables you to go on, check live pricing, check live availability, and lock that stateroom or suite in. You would then simply phone through to us when we're open in order to confirm that option. That also has an image library for those of you who are doing marketing, as well as our latest offers as well. We also have fan cruise rates where you can cruise with AmaWaterways for 7 nights for approximately £600. We are able to confirm that within 60 days of departure. And we are able to support you with your marketing, with your sales, with training in any way that you need. So on the on that slide there is our phone number for reservations. We also have our reservations email address. We have John Knight in the south and Joe Smithies in the north, as well as myself based here in the office, and we're able to support you and help you grow your river cruise business. As I mentioned, we are we are a dedicated, passionate team. We are solely focused on the travel trade, so there's complete price parity, and we are here to support you and help you grow your business. Okay, so I've been talking at you for about half an hour. Does anyone have any questions at all for me? If you do, please do type them in, and I will try and get back to you as soon as I can. If not, or if you don't want to ask a question, please feel free to email me. My email address is Jamie Loizou, that's JamieLoizou at AmaWaterways.com. Maybe actually Matt could also circulate my details to you. The chef's table, is that pre-bookable prior to sailing? It is only pre-bookable prior to sailing if we have a large group of people whereby they will take the entire restaurant. Otherwise, we manage the chef's table bookings when guests get on board. Our front desk is very good at managing that, and not everyone wants to eat in the chef's table, so guests are normally able to dine in there when they want to dine in there. No problem at all. Any other questions, guys? Okay, if anyone wants to be added to our latest offer and latest news distribution, again, please let Matt know, and he can pass on your details to me, and I'll make sure that you are on our regular updates. They go up every week. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you also all for your time. I know that it's very, very difficult to make time in a busy day, especially half an hour to listen to me ramble on. So thank you very, very much for all of your patience. If you are going to be in Budapest next week for the TTNG conference, please do seek me out. It would be great to chat with you and understand how we can help you grow your river cruise business. And if there's anything myself or any one of the team can do, please do get in touch. We look forward to working with you and growing your river cruise business.